For me, jazz means being fearless, experimentation, having no boundaries, playing, pulling notes, surprises, um, anything really. Jazz to me encompasses all music and just removes all borders and boundaries. It's so open and free. Within it you can discover so much, and listening to it your mind can be blown because you never know quite what to expect. When you go into a record store, there's this sense of community, and you speak to the people working there. They can recommend to you something that you never would have found had you just gone online. You can listen to things, you can touch them, you can see the artwork. Music is more than just the sound, it's about the experience. And if you can attach that to, a memory of going into a store and buying your very first album or your very first CD, I think that you'll have a much stronger connection to that music than you would if you just, went on iTunes and downloaded a song. So record stores really do play an important role, especially these little independent ones. The people who work there love music so much, and the people who go there love music so much, and everybody is interested and wants to discover something new and special and, maybe magical, who knows. So, record stores, they're a very good thing. Don't go anywhere. I always wanted to be a musician. I always wanted to sing. I would sing with headphones on, blaring so loud that I couldn't hear myself singing, sort of pretending to myself that if I couldn't hear myself, then nobody else could. And when I grew up, it was always there. And eventually I was in university studying psychology and just decided, nope, I want to be a musician. And so the minute I graduated, I just jumped into it, and I didn't play guitar at the time, so I picked up my first guitar, and I spent 4 months in Weimar, Germany, in this magical place, writing 12 songs, experimenting, discovering my sound, playing, really just getting rid of my inner critic and just being completely free with the sounds. And with the idea to come home and start performing and just go from there. And I did that, and that was really, I guess, the beginning. How did I discover my genre? Well, I didn't really try to choose a genre. I just fell into music, and whatever came out of me is what you hear. So I think that's sort of why my genre touches on so many different types of music. I grew up listening to all genres, and I'm really able to find something I love in absolutely everything. So, music is music. Who needs a genre? I grew up listening to records at my grandmother's house. She was a very spunky lady and would play her records as loud as possible, did not care about the neighbors, did not care about us sleeping. And you'd hear Marvin Gaye or Ladysmith Black Mambaza or Tom Jones blasting from the basement, and if you'd get up and go look, she'd be dancing. It was amazing. So I have a fond association with records, and in terms of the general public, I think that everybody has these kinds of memories, and that's something that you don't get with MP3s. So record stores are pretty special. Listening to some electro, a little bit of classical, and some soul. some really sexy electro is XXYYXX. I highly recommend that. Subtract, Gold Panda. Soundtrack side of things, I'm listening to this beautiful composer named Max Richter. My favorite of his albums is the Blue Notebooks. It's like the soundtrack to my life when I ride my bicycle around the city. And this new artist, Asa, she's incredible and fun, and you can dance around in your pajamas and look like a freak while you're doing it. Perfect kind of music. But what you really have to have in your collection, I would say, well, of course, Nina Simone. She's incredible. Her voice is so haunting and emotive. Joni Mitchell really has inspired me, particularly the album Blue. It is so heavy and delicate at the same time. Completely different direction. Fugees, Ready or Not. I'm sorry, but if you're from my generation, you have to have that album, no question. Nick Drake, everything gorgeous. Tom Waits, everything hello. And because I used to drive up to the cottage with my mom and sing this, you need Puccini, La Boheme, and Madame Butterfly, for sure. It will make you happy. Try it out. Sing it in the car. Will she find her